Achim Yahavalahim, Shalom Barak. Allahu Assalamu alaikum, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon everyone who catches this message. It's time for a party. Today's party is called Shangri, Omelas, nacirema. See if we can get into the handy dandy playlist, play a little bit of music before we get started. Oh, yes, we can. Start from the top.
World Wide Web. 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 Well, I'm standing on the corner of Destiny and Journey, learning legalese, so I won't need attorneys. Things are getting way too shy, it's down in dirty south. No innovations coming out of players' mouths. Time to head for the border, take my crew on an Iliad. Reach out and touch the world, exposing 10% affiliates. But now I'm sure you guess, we live in continental US. And we won't stop until we blow up the spot in Bangladesh. It's a mystery how such a small crowd controls the currency, while the rest of us are rats running on wars and laboratories. False freedom society is only a maze for chasing cheese. The world spins 360 degrees, and so can you. Pick up the game from fucking brothers, ain't gonna get a clue. Wait a minute, let's take it back stateside. Medea is the web of our thoughts worldwide. Wait a minute, let's take it back stateside. Medea is the web of our thoughts worldwide. Worldwide, worldwide, worldwide.
Justice Blaze, I see you. Too hot head, I see you. Shalom Barak. We got 3 in YouTube land.
Seems the only sound investment these days is black jackets and caskets. I got a subterranean locomotive headed straight for Canada. Need some Medicaid, socialism's the only answer. Mostly on down to the shores of the Caribbean. Start speaking in tongues, make them think I'm
What does that mean, Justice Blaze?
Aztec protest at the doors of Mopec. Cause there's some villains making trillions, taking till nothing is left. Move on to the jungles, strap myself to some trees, save the rainforest so our planet can breathe. Or would you rather die because it killed the cure to your simple disease? Steady propagating social crime called greed. Corporations stealing land from aborigines with no treaties. Wait a minute, let's take it back stateside. Medea is the web of our thoughts worldwide. What about the Monroe Doctrine? Rip it up, burn it, and cast it to the four winds. Enemies trade secrets for lies to our friends. So let's take it across the ocean to the land of my hide. The core of my body shakes like ropes in a royal rumble. Native tribes committing genocide to the alien beat of mumble mumble. Apartheid hasn't died, it's just no longer covered. The smell of death is in the air, sky overcast, and maybe boom but a buzzard. Why is it the empires must colonize everything they discovered? Put a brick wall between you and the land called mother. Hypothetically, you can't discover what's already there. So who are you to tell me how to walk, talk, and wear my hair? And what's up with this free zone? No flying over holy land, fighting over oil and sand. From the streets of Turkey and Israel to the dunes of Iran and Afghanistan. All of your holy books told you how to survive in this place. The last time I check, we were all humans in the same race, supposedly cognitive. So tell me what the hell are you doing? Civilization and things falling apart, we're marching off to ruin. Let's take it back stateside. Vegeta is the web of all thoughts worldwide. Worldwide, worldwide. Preserved for us to learn from mistakes, like re-engineering buildings on the sites of earthquakes. Strapped to life preservers on to your feet. Take a stroll on the beach on the search for some eats. It takes a while to find something in the prairie end. Go to Mesopotamia and find the Bavarians. Maybe go to Europe, smoke some hash and walk through tulips. Take a tour through the Caucasus Mountains and blow some knowledge on your ass from the peaks of Shiraz, but we're not through. The Filipinos, Indians, and Chinese have been patiently waiting like the Haitians, staging demonstrations, meeting you free, and you being you. Leave me alone to do what I must do. I believe in the eightfold path that must be right. Couldn't find it, inserted in every world religion in sight. Not only that, but let's take it to the Swiss Alps. The population is in order with those little scouts. So what's up, Mr. President? I don't mean to rush ya, but can you tell me what you plan to do about going to Russia? Hey, wait a minute. Let's take it back stateside. Again, it's the web of all thoughts worldwide. Worldwide, worldwide.
Song's called Destiny and Journey. I composed that one many, many years ago. The verses were written back in 2000. Originally recorded over, what song is that? Is that Voodoo Child? First time I sat down and wrote out the lyrics, I just listened to that song. Then later on, put together an actual beat. Some of you have heard about producers who used PlayStation games to make beats. I actually made that one off of a PlayStation program. There was MTV Studios and a couple of others. Now that's a little bit off subject for what I came to do this live for. Right now we're doing a simulcast to both TikTok and YouTube land. We've had 8 up to 11 that I've seen in the room in YouTube. Can't click over to TikTok to see what you all are up to, because if I do, it's going to freeze the screen. I'm doing a simultaneous cast so that those over in TikTok can get the message. We're here today for a reason. Who knows about Shangri? Who knows about Omelas? And who knows about the nacirema? If you are in TikTok land, I suggest that you come over to YouTube, because I will not be able to see your comments. You know, I've been told that I'm a scribe. I've been a scribe for almost, I'd say at least 48 years. Because I became a scribe the moment I learned how to read. I didn't just read Dr. Seuss Mother Goose books. I am an avid reader, meaning I have an appetite for literature. If you put a book in front of me, I'm going to eat that book just like it's a steak. And when I get done with that book, I'll be able to tell you about it. I'll be able to relate it with other things that have happened in my life, possibly even other volumes and titles of different books. That's why I'm here to talk with you about Shangri, Omelas, and nacirema. I've seen some people getting on kicks about how they're the most informed concerning theology, study of deities, deism, and particular religious walks of life. Anyone who calls themselves an expert should not just be an expert in their own field of study or subject, they should also be experts within the field itself. Theology is comprised of more than just Christian information. It's filled with more than Islamic information. It's filled with more than Ibrahimic information. There are many types of people dispersed across this globe that we live on. There's many types of customs, many types of traditions, schools of thought. There's a good 100 different sects and sections of those who walk with Christian doctrine. I'm not here to talk about Christians. I'm not here to talk about Islam. I'm not here to talk about Buddha. I'm not here to talk about Hindus right now. What do you know about Western theology? What do you know about what makes one half East and one half West? We're going to start on the Eastern side. How many of you really do know the story about Shangri-La? It is said that somewhere in the hills in Himalayas, there's a place where it's eternal peace. Basically, a utopia. Everyone gets along, everyone is treated with justice, no malice, no malintent, no one suffering from hunger or stress. This is a hidden, secluded city. It's a hard journey to get there. Many people leave from what we call society to go to Shangri-La. They either come back and say they didn't make it, or you just don't hear from them ever at all. Shangri-La. I bid you go find out about Shangri-La. That moves us to the next note. Omelas. Assalamu alaikum.
You feel like walking back up there with me?
Sure. I'm in the middle of the live anyway, so I'm just walking and talking. Bro, you hard-headed as ever.
Yeah.
No crutch. Yeah, don't do it. Omelas. There's a city where all the people except for one enjoy celebrations and festivals. Everyone eats to their heart content. No one is suffering except for one person. There's a little child. There's a child who has to stay inside of a broom closet. There's two bowls in this broom closet. One has food and one has water. In order for a person to stay in the town of Omelas, they have to visit that child at least once per year. Each person. You can do whatever you want all year. However, one day out of the year, you must go and visit the child. Speak with the child. Make sure the child has water. Make sure the child has food. Now, some people are dissatisfied with that condition. Some people don't think it's right. be able to enjoy yourself knowing that somebody else is suffering. To be able to enjoy yourself knowing that that other person will never see the satisfaction that you get to have. Sleep restfully like you do. Wake up and eat what you want to eat. Go and do what you want to do. No, this child has to sit. So some people leave Omelas and they go searching for Shangri-La. Now, to be honest with you, Omelas is a concept of Western thought. So we left Eastern thought concerning Shangri-La and we've gone to Omelas. I'll give you a little background. Spell Omelas backwards. And I'll give you a hint. It's really a city in Oregon, not Omelas itself. It was inspired by a city in Oregon. So now we go to phase 3. The nacirema. Who are the nacirema? Well, there was this sociologist and an archaeologist who went and did a study on some people in their natural habitat. They like to live in boxes, and their box has squared off sections of boxes inside of the box. When they get up to do their daily duties, they go visit this one box that has a looking glass in it. They stare at themselves and do all kinds of crazy contortions. And when they get through with that, they might grab some food, but then they leave their box. Then they go and hop in another box that has wheels. And they maneuver this box on wheels out to a line of other boxes on wheels. And they all sit lined up together and fuss at each other about the fact that they're not going anywhere, but they're in these boxes and wheels. And eventually, each person that's in one of those boxes, they arrive at their destination where they spend quite a bit of time in another box. Sometimes they have to sit inside of a box, in that box, in a chair. Eventually they leave and they get back into their own personal boxes with wheels, just to drive back to the box that they have with other boxes inside. K-Dog 8441. Yes, you got it. The nacirema. You know them full well. Who are the nacirema? Well, that word is backwards. If you spell that word the other way, you'll know who the nacirema are. So now I'm taking you from the east to the west. It's up to you what you want to do with that. However, I will tell you right now, I am an avid reader. And my quest is to find ways to make sure that we all can enjoy life. The only penalty is when someone stops the other person from equal enjoyment. Now, that does not mean run over people. Doesn't mean take advantage of people. There's no justice in that. So mull it over in your mind. Bavakasha. K-Dog, Bavakasha. You are very welcome. To be honest with you, now that the weather is warming up, you will start seeing me more doing lives, Don willing. Actually did have a set time. It used to be 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or maybe that was 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. It's been a minute.
I was 35.
Thank you. That's my brother right there. Soccer Bing. Normally we get together to talk about ethics and entrepreneurship. We're going to come back to that. I needed to share that message in order for people to understand what's going on with the content that I've been delivering lately. I always have an agenda. This is not random. Some of you know behind the scenes what's going on, some of you don't. I'll just make it real plain and simple. Like I said at the beginning of this, I'm not here to talk about Christians. I'm not here to talk about Islam. I'm not here to talk about Buddhists. I'm not here to talk about Hindu. However, if you happen to be a person who wants to speak on theology, don't just get up in front of the people wanting to talk one-sided and just pick at things. If you're going to talk about it completely. Talk about what you know and go find out what you don't know. That's very important.
That's the scary part.
That's called research. Where did I get those stories from? Well, there's a school called Governor School that I went to back when I was 17 years old. They taught us to not look outside of the box because there is no box. Look at what is in front of you. Take it in for what it really is. And when you get done with all your biases, define and qualify what's in front of you. Then work with it. There were a lot of things I learned in Governor School, but that's a whole nother subject. I want to thank everybody who did come in and join the party. I'm gonna play a little bit of outro music. We're cutting this one short. Usually I would go for a couple hours or whatever, but no, I don't have a whole lot that I wanted to say. I needed for you all to hear about Shangri, Omelas, and the nacirema. Stay tuned. You all are welcome at any time to put in requests for subject matter. However, like I said, I do have my own agendas. You're also welcome to speak anytime in the comment section. I want to thank you all again for joining in. I'm going to play a song for an outro coming from a brother named Cole Before Diamond. Enjoy. Thank you for being here. The mic getting still on, by the way. That's what's up, K-Dog. Make sure to put in a subscription and look for the notifications. You click all and you'll see when I post up pictures, when I post up short videos, long videos, the whole playlist of the lives. That is actually the Ethics in Entrepreneurship series. Everything else, if you look at the playlist, what the title says, it is what it is. It's pretty much where I started it up. It's pretty much where I started it up.
I think that's
Oh yeah? Right. He needs to be in a comfortable spot. Makes all the difference.
yeah, I guess it is, you know, about the money.
Comfort.
Yeah. I feel that I totally get that. You don't like it.
Yeah.
You're never gonna force yourself to like anything.
If anything, he got in there and fit the scratch that he needed to get. You know what I'm saying?
I'm hoping you're going to get make a crap ton of money and keep moving on and do what you need to do.
Yeah.
That way, even if he doesn't decide to stay with this job,
He's got something.
he's got a little bit of stuff to sit back on. That'd be awesome for him.
Cushion.
Yeah.
Song you just heard came from an album called For Your Hubba. believe that song was called Yahweh You Reign. It's the third track on the album. That's from Cold Before Diamond. As a closeout, I want you all to always remember hashtag kindness is contagious. If you see someone in need, go help them. Don't ask them if they need anything. You're empathic enough to see that they are in need. Then you search in yourself to see how you can help them. If you can't, go find somebody who can help them. And if you just want to be contrary, leave them alone. See somebody going through a door, open the door for them. If you're walking along, somebody's about to cross your path, stop. Allow them to move forward. Kindness is contagious. Until next time, many much love and respect. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Father's peace, blessings, and mercy be upon everyone who catches this message. Hashem Yahav Elohim.